Hi everyone, this will be my review on the Homeworx 4-wick candle in the scent Pineapple Mousse. The burn time of this candle is 30 to 55 hours. Scent notes are juicy pineapple, pineapple chunks, pineapple juice, whipped cream, sugarcane, brown sugar, and vanilla cream. The pour date listed on my candle says February 9th, 2023, and I purchased mine on sale at Marshall's for $13 plus tax. So I really love this scent on cold. The main notes that I get, of course, is that bright, happy pineapple, very juicy, along with the sugar. I don't get much of a sugar scent. If anything, I would assume that I'm picking up more on the white, not a granulated sugar, but I'm assuming it's the sugar cane because brown sugar, I don't associate that with this candle. I feel like that would be more for like a baked pineapple good, but this is more just like the pineapple juice along with the chunks with some sugar. I was debating whether or not to purchase this. I would give it maybe a 4 out of 10. And I burned it now a few times. It's a little bit under the halfway mark, and I do have some thoughts. So in my medium-sized room, this is maybe about a 5 or 6 out of 10, which for me is on the lighter side. So I do notice though, when I close my door, I say it builds up to, if I'm being generous, a 7, but I think it'd be more like a 6.5. I would say if this was a little bit heavier on the vanilla and the pineapple, I would like it a bit more. This kind of seems like a muted or tamed down vanilla mousse. I don't get much of the vanilla cream, so I kind of pictured more of like of the pineapple vanilla ice cream combo, but this just seems like kind of the ingredients are just mixed into a bowl. I don't get much of like a baked effect or food that's already prepared. It just kind of seems like you have all the ingredients, but nothing's really happening yet. But I do like it that this pineapple candle is a lot sweeter than another one that I recently burned, which is kind of out of frame, but it's the Pineapple Paradise from Milk House Candle Co. That one is more just of a bitter pineapple scent. And so I do enjoy that Homeworx has added that sweetness that I was missing from the other candle. But as far as the strength, I would say that I would enjoy it more if it was at least an 8. But I mean, I'm not going to be burning this in the bathroom or anything. So I guess it's staying in my room. I'll try to close the door. The reason why I pulled this out is because right now we're heading into fall, but in California, it got cold and now it's starting to get warm again. So it's going towards the 90s. So I would recommend this candle more towards the spring and summer weather. Of course, you can burn candles whenever. I just think that it would be better suited for that or day burns. As far as the performance, I would say that I start smelling this maybe about when it fully pulls out. So that is right now at the halfway mark, under an hour. During my first few burns, I had no issues with the wax fully pulling out. However, I hardly got any smell at that point in time. It was maybe about a 3. So I do notice that with this particular Homeworx candle, it had to build up. But then again, I feel like I should be getting the same strength level in my first burn, my mid burn, and then towards the end. But every candle has its quirks. Okay, so as far as sooting, I don't notice any visible sooting. And I do see that there's some slight wax fallout in the candle that I'll show once I change the angle. But I do notice that my wicks are drifting. That's one of the things that I don't particularly like about this one. I feel like I have to get a chopstick and kind of nudge it back, especially the wick that is closest to the edge. Let me go ahead, change the angle, and then show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here's an overhead view of how my candle looks like. As you can see, Pineapple Mousse does have a little bit of fallout, but nothing too major. Right now, I have been burning it for about 2.5 hours, so it's going towards its 3-hour mark, which I noticed towards the end I need to cut down my burn time even more because you're getting closer to the bottom. So I try to keep my burn time for this under 4 hours because if not, some Homeworx wicks are very finicky in the sense that they could either travel, they could topple on over themselves, or they can cause a lot of mushrooming. As you can see, this one right here is starting to mushroom. So in order for me to preserve the wick as best as I can, I'm going to go ahead and blow this out soon after I'm done filming this. But if you can notice right there, that wick is getting a little bit too close to the edge. So I typically do this when the candle is off. Just I don't advocate this, but just be careful. So what I tend to do is just kind of nudge it towards the center. I don't have a wick dipper, so ideally you could do that with a wick dipper instead of just a chopstick, but I currently don't have one of those. And this one right here, it's kind of getting closer to the edge than I would like it to. So I'm going to try to nudge it, which is a little bit hard because I have my camera in the way. Yeah, so as far as puny wicks, this candle does not suffer from that at all. If anything, it's getting a little bit too large, the flame. Which then again, I find that Homeworx candles, some of them you need to have them burning for longer periods of time, especially when you want it to fully pull out within your first, for sure, the first burn. Sometimes it takes up to 6 hours. This one, fortunately, it only took about 4, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. But yeah, as you can see, there is some fallout despite the flames being pretty large and in charge, I don't see any visible sooting. It could be that, I'm not paying too much attention, but as far as right now, filming this video, I do not see anything. But as far as my overall thoughts on this candle, I really like the scent. I just wish I could have gotten more. I feel like sometimes when you have, like, I don't know, when you have any food and stuff and you're like, hey, how was that? And you're like, it was okay, but would I be willing to pay for this again? Even $13, I would say no. $10, I think I would still say no. Definitely not $16.99 or anything above that, but it was a pleasant scent. So while I don't regret purchasing this candle, I feel like I already have pineapple scented candles that I prefer over this. But the scent is very well executed, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that has been my experience with this pineapple mousse candle. I would recommend if you do end up purchasing this to maybe keep it in a smaller bedroom. I think it would totally struggle in a open concept living room area. But if you want to scent this in, like, let's say small bedroom, a corridor, a powder room, who has a powder room, like a makeup room, a small office, and you don't want a intense scent like, let's say, rose, or what's another intense scent? I don't know, ginger or something. But yeah, that has been my review and my thoughts and opinions on the Homeworx 18-ounce candle in the scent Pineapple Mousse. Thank you so much for watching and hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.